Hello everybody, Mike from Southern California again. The Lawsplainer of the North Star. Today I will be featuring Nick Rekieta in this video, talking about his contributions to the I Stand With Vic movement and Vic's defense. We'll also touch upon the documents he read the other night from the hearing, from the May 31st hearing, and I will also briefly touch upon some Twitter drama that happened while I was away for a bit over the last day or so. Also, of course, giving the poll results from yesterday and then announcing the poll for this weekend. So guys, I'll be right back. Hello again. So, yesterday's poll question was, which of these brigadiers, that's technically what they're called, which of these brigadiers' behavior do you believe is the most hateful? The four choices were Lauren Cooper, aka Renfamous, Shane Holmberg, Kaylin Salcedo, aka Mars Girl, and Ron Toy. I want to thank the 16 people who voted in the poll, garnering 38% each, 6 votes each, were Renfamous and Mars Girl, aka Lauren Cooper and Kaylin Salcedo. Ron Toy got 24% of the vote with 4 votes, and then Shane Holmberg didn't get. So I guess nobody believes Shane to be hateful, and that's probably true. Shane's just more ignorant as opposed to being hateful. Okay, but the other 3 definitely have a lot of spice in them, a lot of saltiness, as it were. So we sometimes call it a lot of bitterness and hate. So I think a lot of the bad behavior of King Vic as a whole has been very much rooted in, jealousy, in envy, in just that, I mean, when you look at it, they were trying to burn Vic down for a while now. Initially, they started by saying he was homophobic. That didn't go anywhere. Then they were saying he was anti-Semitic. That didn't go anywhere. They started saying he was a creep. Nothing proven. And then now he's a sexual predator. Again, nothing proven. Everything they have come out with has been debunked. Debunked and disproven. So take that into your thoughts. And anyways, when I come back, I'll go on to something. Well, I'll touch upon. Actually, let me do that here. Let me do that. Let me do at least one of the things here, just so we can move on to maybe some happier topics when I get back. So, just to let everybody know, the reason I'm getting this video out a little later than usual, the Wi-Fi at my house here was down for a day, so that's why I wasn't able to get a video up this morning. It wasn't until this afternoon here I was able to get, do the video and get it up. So that's why. But I guess during the time I was gone, there was a little bit of a storm on Twitter over the previous days, over the cosplayer poll. Now, let me just reiterate what I said in my replies on Twitter. I go after men and women for their bad behavior equally. So any accusations of misogyny are just unfounded. It just so happens that the three prominent cosplayers that have done the most garbage have all been women. or that we've heard most about, have been women. Okay? It's even kind of surprised me that I got so many votes on that one, and the other ones I didn't get many votes at all. It's kind of funny how some of my other polls have even been harsher, and some of the people who won those polls have also been women, and yet it's it's just you decided to brigade on this one. It reeks of desperation. It reeks of desperation. Okay? I've said all that needs to be said in my Twitter replies. I'm not saying anything. In fact, I'm not even going to acknowledge the 3 individuals by name or whatever, or Twitter handle at all here. They already know who they are. I'm not even going. The one thing I will do is I will thank BPM Broly, Emish, and Korg and DNA Crows for coming in and chiming in and commenting on it and countering them while I was gone. I also want to thank them for sticking up for me. That I appreciate that, guys. I hope you guys see my video here, you hear this, that I do appreciate the fact you guys coming in on it. So, anyways, I will be right back with the main event. See you guys in a sec. Okay, the Lawsplainer of the North Star. So, in this video, as I said, I want to talk a little bit about Nick Rekieta and his contributions to the movement, and Nick has become recognized as one, if not the leader of I Stand With Vic, then definitely one of the leaders of I Stand With Vic. From early on in all this, he has been the anchor of the movement in many ways. From educating us on the legal aspects of what, as Vic moved forward with the lawsuit and what could be, to bringing people in to hash out whatever disagreements they've had, to basically just overall being able to in a very well articulated manner, handle what need. Yeah, and yes, he's ranted and raved on a few occasions. He's shown righteous indignation. That's what you show when you see a man's life being burnt to the ground, or attempted to being burnt to the ground. I think we can all appreciate Nick's passion and fire for wanting to defend Vic in a societal culture right now where you have all these people in this Me Too movement who are screaming foul. Listen and believe. Okay. So basically, as I said, from the beginning, Nick has been a major part of the I Stand With Vic movement. He's early on, as many of the stories were getting debunked, many of the allegations were being debunked, he stood there and explained to people why they were being debunked, and he also put himself out there by starting up the GoFundMe for Vic's legal defense. Now, I have a link. Of course, I have a link to that in my videos here. You're all welcome to go to that. I'll explain all that a little bit later. I'll go through the normal spiel there. Nick, at each turn, every time they've tried to crank up the heat, he stood tall to the fires that they've thrown at him. Whether they've mass ethics complaint to the State Bar of Minnesota that have gone nowhere, to trying to throwing out that whole blackface lawyer bit. He has stood tall, he stood brave in what could be considered insurmountable odds. Even I now am starting to, because people are not happy with some of my polls recently. Well, tough. We're gonna call you out on your bad behavior. Nick, whether it's Nick, Ty, Hero, Yellow Flash, that umbrella guy, any of us, any of the YouTubers out there, any of the people on Twitter, they're just gonna now going back to Nick because I know I'm kind of getting off pace here. Nick again has been one of the big leaders of this movement. He's the one who also helped to organize the For the Fans panel, at Anime Matsuri this past weekend. It's with his passion and his experience as a lawyer that he's become the pillar of this movement to help Vic stand against this onslaught of hatred, this bullying. Who else? Who could just walk by if you see 5, 10, 15 people all jumping on one person? Who would just simply walk by and ignore it? Who wouldn't try to get in there and try to at least pull them out, if not fight back some of those people? Kick Vic is nothing more than a bunch of liars and bullies. And the more you shine the light on their BS, the more you stand up to these bullies, the more desperate they get. Now we have to be careful because as I documented, they have done some pretty nasty stuff. But it is in large part thanks to Nick's leadership in the movement and being the voice of reason at times, and also being the one to educate us on the legal side of it, that has really kept this movement moving forward, as well as being the one to start the GoFundMe for Vic. Okay, and with that all being said, I will be right back with a little bit more news items. Okay, so there's another piece of news item I want to touch upon right now before moving on to this weekend's poll. So this past week we found out that apparently Casey Eric had tried to pull a little bit of a smooth move in basically not giving everything he was supposed to in Discovery, claiming that now he wants a now the defendants want a confidentiality agreement, when they were the ones who were saying no, we want it all on the open. And then, of course, you saw how Shane tried to get online and spin it, until this past week, Nick was able to get hold of the transcript of the May 31st hearing, in which pretty much proved that everything Nick has been saying has been the truth, and everything Shane has been saying has been lies. It was the defense. Basically, the defense was the one who was initially saying we want it all open, all out in the open, all out in the open, all out in the open. Vic was pushing for the confidentiality agreement, but it was to protect them, not himself. But they were the ones who wanted it all out in the open, and it was agreed to. It was agreed to that it would all be out in the open. Everybody's deposition would get done before filing the TCPA. So in essence, Kick Vic was again caught in another lie. You know, as I said before, Kick Vic is nothing more than a bunch of liars and bullies. All of them. So, take that for what it's worth. I'll be right back. Okay, so today's poll will revolve somewhat around Nick Rekieta, or at least his show. Now, I want to preface this by just reminding everybody that Nick Rekieta, of course, is his own man. And this is by no means to infer or try to suggest that I have any control over what he does on his show. This poll was meant to be fun. It's meant to be more of a suggestion, a very polite suggestion. If he wishes to consider it, that's fine. If not, that's okay too, because Nick is the one who controls his show. So I don't want anybody thinking that I'm trying to, trying to tell Nick what to do. I'm not Kick Vic. Okay, I'm not that stupid. Okay. So, but this is what the poll. I'm going to put for Nick's show, for Lawsplaining the Interweebs. Which of these dream panels would you like to see on there? Now remember, this is just for fun. For anybody who, just for fun. This has no bearing. There's no, I doubt very seriously if this will ever happen. But, because Nick is the one who controls his own show. So, the question again is, for Lawsplaining the Interweebs, or Interwebs, which of these dream panels would you most like to see? And the four choices are as follows. Panel 1, Hero Hey, SG Sammy, and Toy Bounty Hunters. Panel 2, Senpai's Home, BPM Broly, and MS is Live. Panel 3, Lady Rackets, Supergirl, Chambers of Heart. And panel 4, Yellow Flash, Tug, and Doug TeNapel. Now, granted, I'm going to use some abbreviations. Hopefully, you guys will know what the abbreviations are, because you only get so much space in the polls. So hopefully, you guys will understand who you're voting for with them. So again, panel 1 is going to be Hero Hey, SG Sammy, and Toy Bounty Hunters. Panel 2 will be Lady Rackets, Supergirl, and Chambers of Heart. Panel 3 will, and I know I switched around 2 and 3, but it's because I tend to do it first name alphabet, basically the first identifier used alphabetically. So Senpai's Home for panel 3 will be Senpai's Home, BPM Broly, and MS is Live, and then panel 4 will be Yellow Flash, Tug, and Doug TeNapel. So anyways, I hope you guys will vote on the poll. I hope to get some good conversations going, and I will be right back to close it all out. Okay, guys, so you check the links below. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM me. My Twitter handle will be down there. As well as I've been promoting Fantasy Soft Entertainment, as well as I've been, of course, promoting the GoFundMes. Vic's GoFundMe. Let's see. Also, Korg's, Living at Risk, and then Pixlexia's for a friend's funeral. I hope you guys will check them out. And also I've been promoting the Indiegogo of Tug for the comics, for his comic project, for him and artists Peter Gilmore and Kung Lee. As always, guys, you're not obligated to donate. If it's on your heart to do so, please consider doing so. If you have already donated, please consider donating again. If you cannot donate, that's understandable. If you can at least share the link to get it out there, share it. Hopefully you'll find somebody who maybe can help out with those by sharing the link. And if you like this content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button for any and hit the notification buttons for when I upload these videos, so you get them updated right away. Also, I know I've been kind of lacking a little bit here. A lot of stuff's been going on this week, but I want to thank the 2 new subscribers. I don't know who you are, because people don't always identify who they are when they subscribe. But I have 2 new subscribers that came on this week. I'm up to 14 subscribers. I truly appreciate the 14 subscribers. I hope that you guys will watch my videos and participate and get involved in the conversations. And I look forward to talking to you. So, anyways, till Monday, because the poll will be through Sunday night. So, till Monday, I'll see you guys later. Bye.